Okay, so now we're going to do the dorsal, superficial dorsal muscles of the forearm. Right, these are the ones where I count, right? So we're going from the radius to the ulnar side. Right, number one, connected, actually it's connected to the brachialis muscle. You have the brachioradialis, number one. Number two, you have the extensor carpi radialis longus. Number three, extensor carpi radialis brevis.
What's the last word?
Brevis, like breathe. B-R-E-V-I-S. Brevis, like brevity.
So longus brevis.
So again, brachioradialis 1, extensor carpi radialis longus 2, extensor carpi radialis brevis number 3. Number 4 is the extensor digitorum communis, right in the middle here. Number 5 is the extensor digitorum lateralis, it's more towards the lateral surface of the forearm. And number 6 on the ulnar side is the extensor carpi ulnaris. Where the elbow points out, that's always the ulnar side. All right, so let me go over it once more. All right, so you should know these muscles well. I usually have at least one station with these muscles. So you have the brachioradialis 1, extensor carpi radialis 2, extensor carpi radialis brevis number 3, extensor digitorum communis number 4, extensor digitorum lateralis number 5, extensor carpi ulnaris number 6. So you just have to go over those again and again. If you separate the superficial muscles, on the upper third of the radius near the elbow joint, you have a muscle called the supinator, which is the muscle over here. And then the muscle on the lower 2/3 of the radius going towards the wrist, that muscle here is called the extensor pollicis brevis because it extends the pollex, it extends the thumb. All right, so the supinator is on the upper third of the radius, right? And then you have a space here, bare space, and then you have the extensor pollicis brevis. Okay, you do not have to know the extensor and distus proprius, right? I crossed that out. Okay.
If you on the final, when you ask the arm muscles, will we have to name like it's number 5? Like,
oh no, I mean you have to. No, but you have to you have to write the name of the muscle. You can't just write 1, 2, 3, 4.
Right. No, I know. I'm just wondering if you're gonna like.
That's just to help you remember it, like the order.
Okay.
Okay. Now we're going to turn them over and look at the other side of the forearm. All right. So we're getting to more recent material, so I hope it's a little more familiar. All right. The muscle on the radius side looks a little like a hockey stick. It's called the pronator teres. Has a rounded edge on the bottom, like the blade of a hockey stick. Then you have the flexor carpi radialis. The big one in the middle, that's the easiest one to identify, is called the palmaris longus because it inserts into the palm of the hand. So this is the palmaris longus, that's the third one. And then again, where the elbow points out is the flexor carpi ulnaris. Right, don't confuse the back of the forearm. The dorsal surface is extensors and supinators. The anterior or ventral surface of the forearm are pronators and flexors. Right, this last semester, I remember there's one student who got these are all flexors and pronators, and she wrote they were extensors. So I mean, she got some credit, but she lost like 3 or 4 points because she mixed up the flexors and the extensor group.